All right, we are live after much delays and technical problems. Goddamn, Map Tools is
Gnashing of
being a
teeth. Yeah.
beast.
Yeah. If you're wondering who that one player was,
It's not your fault, man. Well, it was like Sean for some weird reason Java just was not behaving. Yeah,
And
Java
then
sucks. I know.
Java sucks. Java sucks. Yeah.
It was
That's
not
why
me
I
this
always prefer Dos Equis.
All right, and
time.
Wow. I see what you did there.
oh, Liz is here. Okay, she was not on my list. Okay,
Hello.
Aldo.
Kaylin sadly is still MIA. She is. How long has she been without a computer? About a month.
Yeah.
Man,
I saw her log down earlier, but it might have been just her from her phone or something. I guess. Let's see here.
I'm not coming in too loud, am I?
no.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, good. Been having a lot of problems with adjusting the levels of my mic, so.
Okay. So let me think about what we're doing here. I honestly didn't think we were going to get Andrew working, but that's good. We're here.
Who are our characters again?
Who am I playing?
I'm
call
Oleg,
Aurora.
right?
I think I was Princess Zelda. Andrew was Mega Man.
I'm Throwfire.
Who fucking drew on my map?
Was not me.
Some
I
asswipe.
swear it wasn't me.
Some asswipe drew on my map.
Where? The Stolen Lands place?
Yeah.
Okay,
Fucker. I drew yellow lines on my map.
I thought you drew those.
Why would I do that?
I don't know.
I wanted to blame somebody. I don't
Dickweed. And that's weird too. Hang on. All right. Well, when last we left, you guys had gone back to the river crossing, tried to clear out the elk temple, which you found to be guarded by some kind of nature spirit that was possessing the body of a large grizzly bear. You broke that place. And then you went the went the other way down the river, and you found a bandit camp that was set up there, and you pretty much trashed that place as well. You took 2 prisoners, one including the leader, a woman named Cressel, I believe, and you tied him. You tied her and one of the bandits up and you brought them back to Oleg's trading post to collect your rewards. So you collected a number of rewards for the bandits you'd killed and captured, and for taking care of that particular camp, and some kobolds. So you actually are relatively flush with a fair amount of wealth right now, but we can see how long that lasts.
I've also, I don't know if anybody else saw last time, but I figured out that each of us would have gotten another 138 gold for selling off the masterwork weapons and the bows and everything else that we picked up.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that too.
Yeah. So you've got some money. Some of you may have some craft skills, or you want to just replenish your stock of stuff, so you can feel free to do that. And then it's up to you where you want to go.
Okay.
I'm actually all for cleaning out that kobold den. I mean, if they're seeking us out, then I think maybe we should take care of them before
Oh
they
yeah,
get us.
you got ambushed by the kobolds on the way back.
Was that cleric that we ran into last time? Is he still at Oleg's camp?
Yeah, hang on, I remember his name. Hang on. I had a note.
A note somewhere.
Okay.
Oh, Jod Kafkin. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, he's still there.
All right. Well, I wanted to at least approach him and kind of update him about the situation at the about the Temple of the Elk, more or less.
So we fucked up and actually accidentally collapsed the entrance of one of your holy temples.
Well, I'm gonna, well, okay. I'm gonna phrase it that way.
Sorry to break it to you.
All right.
Anyways,
Okay.
I'm once.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was like, I'll approach him and be like, well, it looks like you're still doing well, sir.
I am, yes.
I come bringing news about the temple of the elk, that the visions or the sort of the presupposition you had about it did come to pass. We reapproached the temple, and some sort of bear entity manifested itself inside of the temple and set upon us. Unfortunately, we were able to quell the beast, and we can't sense any of its presence. However, that was done at the expense of the entrance to the temple collapsing upon it.
I see. Well, at least the spirit itself is put to rest, and nothing further shall profane holy ground.
Yes, and of course, in time, we could always have people come and clear out the way into the temple and perhaps restore use to it after other things have been dealt with.
Indeed. Well, if you'll simply mark on your map where it is, I could see about sending help to have the place potentially excavated.
Of course. And I sort of get a
Very
map
good.
out and sort of map out where
I
it.
shall send word north at once.
Are there other locations or temples in the area that you know of that would require further investigation out of curiosity?
None that I'm aware, but I plan to stay here for some time, so I will keep my ear to the ground.
Absolutely. Well, be sure to let us know about that.
Hopefully
And
there
I
aren't
sort of,
any more bears around.
mm,
Had enough of bears, possessed bears.
I'm
and
resisting
also,
an urge to make a pun about bare necessities, but
well, and also just as a side note, I did get my whips back after that one bandit was taken away. So I have my 3 whips on me
Your
still.
3 whips.
The one I actually use and the 2 just in case. They're lightweight. Anyways, go ahead, Cold Guy.
All right. Meanwhile, while Skitch is talking and explaining the situation about the temple, I'm kind of rooting around all the goods and noticed the Urgosh. I then look around and look specifically for Andrew's character, Erwin, and tap him on the shoulder.
Yes?
Excuse me, Erwin. I know you were here prior to me arriving, and I noticed that one of the items here has a unique symbol on it. I present the Urgosh and point to the head of the axe portion of it being the same emblem that's tattooed on his back. You wouldn't happen to know if your friend wielded this, have you?
I kind of look at it. I'm turning the paper upside down a bit, trying to squint my eyes a bit. It's like, I feel like I kind of have seen this before. Somewhere a long time ago. I don't know where. It's probably in one of those villages before they exploded. I don't know.
You didn't explode that many villages.
Oh, you don't know.
That we know of.
No,
dead men tell no tales.
no, I just kind of like look at it, and I feel like there is something that I do know about it, but I haven't the slightest clue because my memory isn't very good.
Oh, man. It looks like enough for a dwarf, it seems, but it's the exact same symbol as this on my back. I was hoping you can divulge some information about whoever once wielded this, so I can try to get an idea of what's going on.
Uh, well, there was a dwarf in our party at one point. Uh, I look over to Garrett, um,
Hmm?
and I wonder. Oh wait, oh wait, you're not that other guy. I'm sorry. You look so much like my friend. Then I turn to the other side, and there's like a complete blank space, and I show the paper to the blank space, and I'm like, I don't know. Do you see anything here that might be of concern to you? And pause for a minute. I didn't think so. And I hand the paper back to Thofire.
Is he
And,
talking to little Jimmy?
Are you speaking to ghosts? Can I talk to it?
That's definitely little Jimmy.
I was going to say, actually, he speaks of someone who recently parted. Perhaps you might be able to assist.
Um, is this just a display of Irwin's madness, or is he actually talking to somebody who's dead?
No, I think he might be thinking through the situation in his own particular way.
I don't know what's wrong with you guys, but you know, I my friend here basically told me that he might know something about this piece of paper, but I'm not quite sure.
Is
Well-
is he in the room with us now?
Well, I believe. Well,
He's
you
right
mentioned.
there.
Well, again.
Oh, there. I'm sorry.
So,
Show us
so
a
far as I'm
sign of
standing
your
there.
presence.
Yeah. Well, basically, so you're saying, Phil Fire, that symbol on that Urgosh is the same as the one that's tattooed up upon you. So there might be some connection between whomever this dwarf was and yourself, or at least some other connection.
Exactly, and if you notice here, and I point more towards the hilt of it, it's this axe portion of was not originally made to be on this ergosh. It seems that somebody took an axe with this symbol on it and wrapped it around to the end of the ergosh, maybe either repairing it or replacing the axe portion.
Well, all I can say is it's hard to make a connection. I mean, I remember looking into this symbol when you first revealed it to me, and I couldn't determine much from it, and I would need access to a better place of resources to find more information on it. So
All right.
Now, my
I
friend here did have an axe. Did we sell that?
I don't think you did.
No, we didn't sell their personal effects.
Where did we put it?
You made a bob out of it.
They're probably in
Well-
over the storeroom.
Oh yeah, that's
I-
right.
I came across
I-
the a litany of items that you went ahead and set aside. I wanted to go ahead and see if there was any tools I can go ahead and use, and found the ergoch. So I was curious if any one of your fellow adventurers once owned this, or was wandering, kept it aside until they returned.
Well,
It,
I think. Mhm.
if you all don't know, I thank you kindly. It's just something, like I said, I'm trying to find answers for certain things, and kind of startled me once I noticed that the symbols are identical to one another. But so if you remember anything at all, please let me know. It would be greatly appreciative.
Perhaps. I mean, unless they spent much time studying the Aragosh in particular and asking questions about its nature, I don't know if they would be a great resource for information unless through some grand revelation. So I think for the time being, the lost lands here, the stolen lands here are going to be where we need to generally investigate and piece information together as we can, and perhaps find answers for some of our own questions. Which leads me to your point from earlier, Tekla. You suggest we should take on these kobolds and try to clear out their camps?
That would seem like the best idea, simply because they sent a hit squad after us.
Yes, they seem to have revenge on their minds. Oleg,
Well, that
Have
tends
the
to be
gold-
pretty odd for kobolds, but I'm not
Yes.
an expert.
I could think on that, but Excuse me, Oleg.
Yeah.
First and foremost, are you recovering well?
Yeah. He
Good.
kind of leans
Good.
back in his chair. He
Well,
says, I have nothing to do here.
well. I guess my other question was going to be, were there other activities nearby that needed to be addressed to help in your establishment get better business?
His eyes narrow in thought, and he puffs on his pipe. He thinks very hard. He goes, roof is leaking whenever it rains. I try
Hmm.
get up there, but always new leak.
Hmm. I'm thinking something outside of the realm of building repairs, though. Erwin, you think you're up for fixing a roof? No, wait, you'd just blow it up, wouldn't you?
Well,
Fair.
I don't know if I have the materials for that, but I could try. I could try seeing if I could make the hole bigger.
Actually, give me a... Oleg thinks very hard. Give me a minute here.
Actually, I can go onto the other side of the roof and put a hole there, and that way it's symmetrical. You know, it wouldn't be so out of balance.
Well, actually, mainly I'm merely thinking of trying to accomplish some of the other goals of addressing the stolen lands. And I sort of I flip over to the map for a moment to take a look at what we have kind of seen so far. Well, essentially, there was an opening that we saw to the south. Perhaps we could circle around the forest and see what we come across in terms of things that need to be addressed. But I'll head wherever you all wish to travel. I'm merely after information and knowledge and the
Let's go.
such.
Let's go west.
Yeah, Oleg, he puffs on his pipe and thinks. He goes, I hear things, but mainly stories, I think. You would not be interested in fairy tale.
To the
Erwin just takes a stool and immediately just goes in front of Oleg and sits down.
it's story time for Erwin.
Come on, everybody, gather around.
All right. Well, it's like, well, honestly, I'm a curator of stories, as it were. So feel free to impart what you know.
These forests you see to the southwest, is called the
Yes.
Narmarches, yes? He
Mm-hmm.
says, many years ago, my wife told me she spoke to travelers who said they reported you know of this creature, he's like horse, but with horn. Unicorn, yes. He's a
Hmm.
unicorn. He said
Hmm.
the unicorn lived in forest, but that we have not heard of this for some time. Perhaps, perhaps the bandits, they drive it off.
Perhaps, or it could still be laying in hiding. There are. I'm trying to think. If I wanted to try to see if I can recall any information might know about lore regarding unicorns, what sort of knowledge check would you say is appropriate for that?
Nature.
Nature? Okay. Do, 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 do. 18. Just see, don't remember reading anything about unicorns in general. Hmm. I got an 18 if that means anything.
Let me look.
Will this cause a rash?
A unicorn? Probably not.
It's like, but is unicorn's name Charlie?
Get out of my head, Sketch.
So you're saying that this could be the last unicorn?
Unico.
I sadly have the Planet Unicorn theme stuck in my head now.
All right. Well,
Okay, well, what you know about unicorns, which again is usually just going back to stories, is that typically they can take care of themselves pretty well. They usually stake out a particular area and they live there, but it's possible it got driven off by the bandits. You also know that unicorns are highly prized uh, by people who wish to harvest them for spell components and things like that.
yes. Interesting. Unicorn, you say. Well,
I start getting more interested.
sort of,
Unicorns.
I sort of put a head on Erwin's shoulder. Don't get your ideas.
Ideas? What? What kind of ideas were you thinking of? Maybe we can brainstorm together.
I'm not going to further this discussion. Well,
I kind of walk over to Tesla's like, they could go with the fairy tale, but I'd rather go and kill the real live thing that tried to attack us earlier.
I'm
I think
saying
that would help the trading post too, just because it would
sure,
lower the amount of bandits and stuff like that.
potentially. Do we even know where the kobolds make camp?
The last you followed their tracks, you followed them south for a bit, and then they split off to the southeast.
Yes. Well,
So basically the other way from the bandits.
I think we can definitely head our way there. Is there any supplies we need to gather up before we head out, though?
I'm prepared to go. I would actually need to ask Oleg if he'd be willing to hold on to the gold that I have and not embezzle it. I don't want to be around carrying around this kind of money in the field, you know. If we get robbed, then we're out of everything.
He goes, yes, you keep in room, I keep it locked.
Thank you, Oleg. I'll give you a couple gold, too.
I thank you. No.
Okay, I'll give him 5, and, okay, just for I'll keep the amount that I have banked, so.
Sucker. No, I'm kidding. He doesn't say that.
I know where he lives.
The only other thing I'll kind of point out in a sort of metagaming standpoint, as I'm pointing over to Erwin, it's like you better stock up on supplies to make potions while we're out and about.
Yeah, Slight Minute Gaming. I'll Slight Minute Gaming. Just give me about 3 minutes. I'll be right back.
Well, I have like 3. From what I know, I have like 3 cure light wounds right now.
Mm-hmm.
What else? What other kind of extracts can I make?
Potions? You can make you can make a potion from spells that you know of, I believe.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to figure out which ones I know.
I'll tell you, the only other ones I think you could make a potion out of. Let's see here. Can you make a potion of endure? Let's see here.
Yeah. Well, I have like.
Sorry, chat room. I was trying to close something and I opened it by mistake.
I think you can.
I think I have like Bomber's Eye, Endure Elements, Identify, Shield, Vocal Alteration.
Mm-hmm. I think Endure Elements could be another one you can actually make a potion of if you want it.
Yeah.
And believe the cost for both of those would be roughly the same, which I believe is slightly under. It's like 23 gold per potion. If you made 4 of them, it'd be like basically 95 gold.
Okay. Well, I have like I have 321 gold. So I'm trying to remember what does Identify do?
Yeah, I mean,
that was plus 20, I think, to
Plus
identify
10.
magic items.
It's plus 10 on spellcraft checks, but again, I was going to say I would say for the party, we have some good spellcraft checkers, both you and me included.
Okay.
And I would suggest probably get maybe 100, 150 gold worth of just components and supplies to make potions with. Then when you're actually making them, you can kind of split up those 4 to 6 potions between Cure Light Wounds and Endure Elements.
Okay. So I'll probably just make like a couple Endure Elements then.
Right.
So I'll make 2 Endure Elements, and that costs me what?
That'll cost you about 48 gold to do.
Both?
To make the 2 of them, it's 48 gold roughly. believe. I'll have to double check. That's just one of the things where I'm like, the cost of it. Yeah, because it begins at 50. You have that, and they take another 5% off. So yeah, two of them would be 48.
Okay, so now I got 2 Endure Elements.
Uh, you're assuming that you'd be taking a few hours for that.
Right. And I basically go up onto the roof to try to fix the hole, but instead I'm making Endure Elements potion.
That's awful. Okay. Anything else in the party?
I'm ready to go whenever anybody else is.
As am I.
I'm good.
Okay,
All
you
right.
just gotta tell me where we're going.
All right. I think what we'll do is we'll set off and head back to kind of where we went to before, when it came to the where the path split, and then head southeast to kind of follow where the Cobalt trails led.
Okay, sounds good.
Keeping in mind not to post our images on the map.
Yes, don't do that.
What? Post our images on the map. Okay.
Damn you. Okay.
I see my icon is not on the map.
Don't do it!
Okay. Make a, are you following the track? Actually, the tracks would be gone by this point.
What map are we on again?
We are on. Well, we're just kind of looking at
Okay.
the stolen lands map, but we're not putting anything on there. So,
Well, you're not.
so in terms of survival checks, though, I think that is going to be.
I will need a survival check from whoever's guiding, though.
Maybe we'll check kind of who would be best suited for that out of the group. So far, actually, I think is one of the strongest ones in the group for this. I can assist with knowledge of nature, but I don't know how, or geography, but I don't know how much you would want to, either of those would apply.
Oh, you're just basically trying to go in a straight line, so it'd be just kind of straight survival.
Okay. So far would probably be the best suited for that. Then. So cool guy.
He's away.
Yes.
You'll have to roll for
Okay.
him.
I'm right
All right.
here.
Okay. I'll
Hello.
do. Your bonus for that is a D4, so I'm just gonna roll for that. Bonus is +4, so check that.
I got it. 22.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, you lead in a straight line. Okay.
Okay.
And so that's what is each hex side? 12 miles. Okay. Okay, so you ride forth for a few hours and you find yourself in this new hex here, or heading towards this new hex. So you've been traveling for about 4 hours. It's about noontime when just ahead it's kind of basically a grassland, hilly kind of grassland. Um, Ahead you see a very large area that appears to be strewn with debris. Uh, it's almost circular in pattern, this debris, and you're I'd say about 100 yards away from it as you crest over a hill and you see it coming down there. You don't see any smoke or anything, and there's nothing moving amidst the debris, but just from how far away you are, it looks to be uh, mainly bones and skeletons.
Bones and skeletons.
Can I approach and try to see if I can identify what types of skeletons these are?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Is it a fairly easy thing to spot out in terms of what type of creature it could have been?
Depends on how close you want to get. Let me. I'm going to go to the grasslands map and see if I can
Okay.
fix this up for you.
Just from a scale standpoint.
Whoops. racing.
Are we still on the stolen lands map, or?
No, I'm going to grasslands.
Okay. There we go.
Okay, so give me a minute, and I will mark off. I don't want to put every little piece of debris down there, but I'll basically mark off where the area kind of starts.
Oh,
So,
do we not heal at all?
yeah, you're healed.
Oh,
You've
You've
rested.
rested for...
right. Well, that's. I'm just trying to figure out how to get my HP back.
Oh, you would...
Like on the icon thing.
double click on the token, go underneath the properties tab, and just modify HP so it says 8/8.
Okay.
Ah, no.
There we go. Na, 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 na.
I got me plenty of weapon
Okay,
options.
so that's where you're approaching from, and if you see that huge area template, that's kind of where the field starts. It's not like a firm line.
Right.
It's just that's where you see a bunch of bones and stuff just kind of littering the area.
All right. I'm all for investigating, so I'll sit on just a little bit ahead myself and sort of motion anyone who wants to kind of stay close to come up.
Wonder if a huge battle was fought here.
Indeed.
Look at the bones.
Look at the bones.
Throwfire takes a look at the pile and unsheaths his great club and starts walking behind.
All right. Now, just because it looks like something bad happened here doesn't mean that something bad's going to happen as soon as we step in here. Though,
I'm kind of. I'm trying very hard not to go over and reach out and get a bone because I'm just thinking to myself, oh man, all those specimens.
Seize the bone.
I'm getting my scorpion whip out on this.
Sounds like Erwin has a bone to pick. Okay, that's the only bone pun I will make. I promise.
All right. So basically, let me know when I'm close enough to kind of investigate some of the bones to get a better idea of who these things or what these things are.
Sure, let me, I gotta do something here.
And since I have the undead sorcerer path bloodline, I too am curious.
Yes.
Audience, what do you think did this?
Is it
How
A?
does that make you feel?
Is it A, Scientologist? B, and then the rest.
Are you gonna have the audience vote for what monster we encourage to be?
That would be an
Always
awful
go
idea.
some My Little Pony reference.
Oreo did it.
Oh, it wouldn't be Oreo, no.
Is it? Do I see some sort of bunny in the middle of the field?
No, you don't see a bunny.
Aw. Okay. At least it's not something deadly.
Big pointy teeth.
Just trying to find...
I like the people who are saying Carmelo did it. It's like the
Oh,
horse
okay.
came here, killed everyone, just came back like nothing happened.
Okay, I get it. Okay. As you approach the area, you see that the bones are strewn in a radius of nearly 200 feet, you'd guess. Um, you pass a number of skeletons of what appear to be wild boars, some deer, and disturbingly you see one of a bear, and a few scattered pieces that might belong to humans.
I
So
get the distinct impression that there's something in the center of that.
Excuse me.
Oh, there's no way to know it's in the center of it. It could just be the whole area. anyone able to detect detect traps at all? See if there's something around that's doing this.
Possibly, I would need to we would need to study what's happening to these things to make them even cause us to happen in the first place. But
And,
noticing traps is just having a keen eye.
I wonder what would happen if I got a squirrel and just threw it in there.
You're going to throw a squirrel.
I just
Are we
would
going
see
to light the squirrel on fire before you throw it in there?
before anything happens, though, can I do a spellcraft check to see if this resembles any sort of spell that I've heard about or studied
Yeah,
or...
sure.
What kind of knowledge check would that be?
Oh, for her spellcraft.
Ooh, do I have that?
Nope.
You don't think so?
Well,
Let me check mine. I might have. Can I roll spellcraft to check?
Sure.
I'll help out too. You should really.
God.
This doesn't appear to be the work of magic, you think?
Well, this seems to be the work of magic, but this is definitely sort of a curious sight. I'm trying to see. So we have basically a variety of bodies and stuff, and it just seems to be kind of focused in this area without any.
Is there any, like, logical pattern to it, or is it just kind of a loose circle that
It's a loose
happens to be
circle.
constant? Okay, so it's
Yeah.
not like the edge is definable.
Yeah, that's why I said I hesitated to say that. Like, that's not a hard edge. It's just like that's
Right.
kind of where the bones start.
Oh,
Okay.
The reason
I'm
I
going
wanted
to-
to throw a squirrel at it is because I wanted to see what would happen to a squirrel if we put it into the circle.
You know what this might be? This
What do you
might be
think?
this might be a garbage dump.
You mean just where they drag bodies and leave
Something,
them?
or more to the point, somebody goes hunting or somebody eats these animals and then they just dump the bones here. We might be getting close to the kobold den.
Possibly.
I mean, where else are you going to dump bones, especially if you're eating a lot of animals? These mostly appear to be animals, but there are some human beings tossed in there. They might eat the occasional prisoner or two. That would make sense.
I vote Irwin checks with his face.
Well, I'm going to try to move in a little bit closer just to see if there's any particular, I don't know, pattern in the kinds of creatures in here, out of curiosity. The types of bones that I see here.
Most of them appear to be animals.
Okay.
But there's no pattern, you would say.
And what offhand do kobolds eat normally?
Whatever they can get, you'd imagine.
All right. Well, seems
Um,
fine. Okay, I guess what we can do is see if there's any tracks leading to here from any other direction than Tekla, and see.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm actually going to look around and see if I can spot mounds of dirt or any signs that this is like maybe an anthill. Like, I'm thinking anthill in my mind. You know how they just sort of dump all the stuff around it? That's what I think this is, if I can see anything like that.
Yeah. Well.
Well, that might do it.
No, you don't see anything like that.
Well. Okay. I suggest we, I guess, circle around this as well as we can while looking for anything leading to it. Because basically, here's my thought: if there's like a consistent pattern of tracks coming to and from this, that would give an idea someone's coming to here from somewhere else, leaving these bones here. Otherwise, it'd be more maybe something's coming in, and then something out in the midst of this mass of bones is taking care of it in the middle. So, which direction shall we go then?
You're going to go
Let's go
around
south.
it?
I think it's feasible. It'll take
Okay.
a little bit of time.
Yeah,
but we can go
you
up.
can do it.
I gestured, lead the way.
All right. It's like basically we'll be going counterclockwise progressively. I guess is there any? If you want us to stop at any particular point, or
Okay. Well, no. I mean, are you gonna go completely around and continue on your way, or are you just trying to circle this place to get a better ideas.
I'm circling mainly to get a better idea, and also to kind of I'm just kind of searching the ground as I'm walking in to see if there's any particular tracks or any sort of particular signs of activity that would specifically indicate someone's coming to here from a certain
Okay.
location.
Make a survival check to, actually no, perception to see if you can spot any tracks. Yeah.
I'm doing perception. I'm doing perception. Do.
Are we all doing perception?
Whoever wants to do it.
Oh.
Okay, well, you all circle around to the, diametric opposite edge of the circle,
Hmm.
and you don't see. I mean, you see animal tracks kind of going in, but you don't see any kind of footprints of humanoids. Nothing like that.
Sure.
Should we go in the middle and see if there's anything there?
Potentially.
Yes,
I don't.
go in the middle. Yeah.
I just. This is more of a curiosity than anything else, but I wouldn't mind stepping forth a few
I
steps.
kind of turned and looked to the group as like, aren't we here to kill kobolds?
Yes, and we
is
don't.
a junkyard. Let's continue on.
See, chat room.
We
What's
can always
funny is
check
they
it on the
know I'm
way
going to
back.
jump them. They just don't know how bad.
Yes, but at this point, where would you suggest we
Let's
go
at
to
least
find
look at the
kobolds?
middle to see, what this is. Maybe there's something there. Because it is in a circular pattern around that point.
Sort of
Nothing
like
ventured, nothing gained.
I sort of just set my hold the whip to my side a little bit and thinking, well, all right, let's move in close enough just so we can
What's
kind of see further
what's
in.
good against bones?
Clubs.
My giant club that I have.
Yes, anything
Currently holding, by the way.
that would do bludgeoning damage would be fine against them. So Not
I
your
kind of
daggers.
shake my head.
What about
Kind of shake my head.
Oh, so you're going in? No, you're not.
I
You're
kind of
here.
shake my head.
well,
as
basically, I'm going in just a few steps to kind of see what the reaction is while staying towards the edge.
Okay, as soon as you set foot inside the general area,
I knew it.
hold on, would you? Your foot accidentally disturbs the resting place of a skull, and from the skull you kick up a large cloud of flies, and suddenly the air is thick with flies. That's all. Irwin is like, "Ah, yeah."
I'm basically trying to get a better look at the center since it's still a bit of a ways away. I mean, it's about 140 feet away, so I'm just trying to see if we can get a better sighting of what it looks like towards the center. If there's anything unusual about it.
You don't see anything unusual about it from here.
Mm. All right.
Does anybody have a stone they could throw?
Well, we throw a skull at it. Erwin, why don't you go ahead and try to throw it over there?
All right. Do I have to do anything to?
Well, in your case, you'd be trying to throw something, well, you'd probably throw something about, I don't know, 60 feet, which would be a little bit less than halfway in, but so you just hurl it towards the center and see what happens.
Alrighty. Well, do I have to type or?
You could essentially use the same roll you use to throw bombs to see whether you just drop at your feet, but you're not attacking anyone in particular.
Wow, you make a really good throw. The rock, you're throwing at the center of the area.
Yeah, throwing towards center.
The rock thuds against the ground and skitters away.
Well, let's see here.
Try
So
a
we're gonna
squirrel.
If we were going to continue with the look for the cobalt, Sakla, and Hellfire. Do you think we should just continue in the same direction that we were traveling? I don't know if we could pick up any other tracks for the time being, but
Yeah.
Again, my curiosity is getting the best of me. I really want to see what's out there in the middle.
yeah, unfortunately, given the amount of bodies here, if whatever's in the middle is what caused these bodies to be here, and this is meant to be a luring trap, then, actually, once, can I do a nature check to try to determine if there's creatures who would set up essentially things like this?
Yes.
Aw, 13. Can't wait for...
How do I put this?
There's probably a den in the middle is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I would say animal dens, they don't tend to clean up after themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
you would guess this is the work of an animal of some kind.
Wolves or otherwise. All right. Well, fortunately, I don't see any particular signs of dead kobolds here anyways and such, so... All right. Well, I think we can continue our trek. Are we going to continue southeast, that is?
Yep.
Okay, fine.
Again, that's like... There definitely... There's definitely a lot of creatures that have died here, and I don't know how fast they might have passed and such, but
I
whatever it is, it probably is going to be a bit troublesome unless we, I don't know, gave it completely the element of surprise, and I don't even know where it is.
I don't have enough hit points to justify running in the middle and just seeing.
Ah! Come and get me, kill me, I'm here! I'm here, kill me!
I'm on horseback, right?
Yeah.
You can, if you want to pursue on horseback, you can, because a horse can move 50 feet per move action.
Okay.
That's
I'm going to try it. I'm going to move in 50 feet and then see if anything happens.
Your horse is I'm sorry. Your horse is uneasy about traversing the field as every step your horse takes, flies kick up and surround you and get in your face. But nothing other than the annoyance of bugs surrounding you seems to happen. There is a foul smell that arises the closer you get to the center.
Metagame, I think I know what this is.
well, I take a few steps closer. I'm actually not on horseback at the moment. I'm sort of like, all right. Are you planning on investigating further, Tekla, or is your curiosity satiated by this?
Can I do a knowledge nature check?
Yeah. Knowledge meta says bodies equals loot.
Wow.
Bam.
I
Personally,
can
I think this
basically
is the
confirm.
ODR.
You basically confirm this is the den of some kind of animal.
I think it's an Odiug.
Hmm.
In which case, it's probably ridden with disease.
Hmm.
Yeah, maybe we should back off. At least until we're a bit stronger.
Yes. Fortunately, it doesn't seem like there's much activity outside of this area too far. But all right. Well, I think we can continue southeast. Let's see where things take us.
Dang it, Spoony! If you cursed one of them, you could make them go in there. I don't care if they go in there.
I'm
Yeah,
all for
score.
coming back, actually, because...
Yeah. Let's get our handy dandy map and mark off where we ran into for future reference.
I gotta look over. It's like, are you done?
You don't need to be so dismissive about this.
So we found, at least on the Stolen Lands map, we found that kind of over here?
Well,
Or-
actually, in this area here.
Okay, let's mark it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got chips.
I pick up a little bone that I found and just put it in my pocket for remembrance of this moment.
No, it's far too dangerous.
We should definitely come back, though, because there's something there. And I have a
Mm.
pretty good idea what it is.
Mm.
I kind of sheath my club and go, all right, fair enough.
All right. So you're still going the same way. All right.
Yes.
Yay.
Give me just 1 minute. Okay. Talk amongst yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Some people in the chat room really want to know what kind of chips those are. I mean, I guess they have that kind of weird fetish or
They're
something.
tortilla chips, man.
Ooh.
Tortillas. All right.
And no dip? What the fuck are you even doing?
You know, I do need some dip. I wish I had some salsa.
Well, while we got some time to kill, if y'all are interested in a Burning Wheel campaign, I am tempted to just do kind of this setup from nuts to bolts on it. Like I said, I'm almost done with the entire bit, so I can actually DM a campaign out of it.
Okay. You go further to the next hex.
Geek Square, no idea yet. It depends on who would want to join the group and then coordinate schedules and find an appropriate time and all that fun jazz. I have no ill will if like Spoony or somebody else wanted to stream it, because I know if I could say, "Hey, come to my stream," half of you don't even know where it is. So
Okay. Whoever's guiding, make a perception check.
that'd be me. Roll 20 plus 4. 19.
Okay. Your explorations of this particular area prove to be fruitless.
Hmm.
You find nothing unusual.
All right. Well, what time of day is it by at this point?
By now, it's about 3 in the afternoon.
Okay. Well,
Let me check something real quick here.
one option we could have is to. We've walked quite a bit. Is the forest at all visible in the horizon at all for us?
No.
Okay. We know
Alright.
it's basically in the direction of west-ish.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Just for curiosity's sake, on the map, do we see that bend in the river to the east?
Do you see the river to the east?
Yes.
I'm trying to see. From here, the river would be about 10 miles, so I'd say probably not.
Okay.
No.
We got ambushed around the radish patch area, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then maybe we should head this
due west.
direction.
Yeah.
Because if they're foraging for food, it's really close, and that would be a good ambush site.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I was about to say, if we head back towards the forest, we might end up seeing some familiar spots and, well, get a good frame of reference about this area.
They should have gone through the bone hell hole. I bet there was candy there. Okay, so you go west. Alrighty.
Go west. Da.
Yeah, I
There you
think
go.
what we'd find is a monstrous garbage disposal.
Mm.
Or the
With lots
almighty
of tentacles.
Sarlacc.
Ooh, I see. See like little
12?
dots of stuff on there. That's a good sign.
All right. Yeah, 12 heading west.
Okay. Make a perception check for me, please.
That was the 12.
Ah. Okay.
See, what's my perception? Yeah, my perception is a flat. My perception's a flat d20, just because. Let's see here. Lots of grass and stuff out here.
Using up all my good rolls.
Okay.
Yeah.
1 minute.
No problem.
Holy shit, we're pathfinding Pathfinder.
Da 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 da! Who
Perception.
pathfinds Pathfinder?
We need to
The,
dig
like
deeper.
the horse has a higher perception check than the rest of the party.
Anybody know how to speak horse?
Carmelo just looks. Carmelo looks around. It's like 26. Carmelo sees things.
Carmelo sees all.
Yes.
She's
the
through
MVP.
all of us.
Wait, no, we should just get Sarah Jessica Parker.
Hmm.
She could translate.
Just because she is a horse doesn't mean she speaks it.
I
Okay.
think I did that wrong.
No. Wait, yes.
If you can see to the south, the southern edge of the hex,
Mm-hmm.
among the hills, you see a particularly rocky crag. At the crag of the base, you see what looks like an abandoned camp.
Hmm.
And I say camp lightly because you would guess this is where the kobolds were staging themselves. Because when I say camp, I mean they just kind of threw a bunch of crap in a pile and they set it on fire, and they crapped wherever they laid.
Hmm.
The entire place,
culture.
Just like Ozfest.
even after just one night, the entire area is befouled and smells awful, and they left nothing of value except discarded bones of whatever they happened to eat that night.
Just like Ozfest.
And poop.
Thoroughfire takes a look at the fire and gets lightheaded and grabs his head.
Oh.
Ow! Oh.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know. I can't stand that smell either.
No, no. It's the Vision thing, like I said.
Hmm.
Shall we go and see?
Possibly. All right. Everyone, just make sure to pinch your nose. Start head on in.
Okay. Yeah, you approach the camp, and it's mainly just a little befouled campsite. You don't see anything of worth there. But I'm guessing you're looking for tracks, so go ahead.
Yeah. Just trying to see if we can spot any. Let's see here. Nice.
Again, using up all my good rolls.
Don't worry. You'll have plenty of time to use bad ones later on when it matters.
Oh yeah.
You do indeed find a bunch of kobold tracks, and they appear to be heading a straight shot southeast.
Da 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 da!
All right. Well, we got a direction at least. Wonder why they're heading away from the forest, though.
Why don't we check out that cave? Because there might be, maybe this is kind of like an outpost.
No, it's not a cave. It's just like an outcropping of rock.
Oh, okay.
Right, yeah. Hmm. All right. Well, looks like we were defeated these kobolds before we even got here. No, wait. All right.
Well, you did. You assume these were the kobolds who jumped you.
But there might be more. So, all right. Let's go pick on them. To this direction.
To the that way.
To the that away.
Okay. I was just looking through the monster manual. Some of these pictures are kind of messed up.
Mm-hmm. Just a little bit.
There's an entry for monkeys. Guess what you fight? No.
Shrimp?
No.
I think we're in for some storms. It's 95 degrees outside with 92% humidity.
Hmm.
I have sunburn on my head.
Let me check the weather.
Better use one of my Endure Elements potions.
Severe thunderstorm watch.
So pro tip,
Uh,
folks, wear a hat, because there's no sunscreen for your head.
Oh, hi, flash flood watch. This looks like a doozy that's headed our way.
All right. Is something being constructed?
Yeah,
While
I'm
we're-
working on it.
Okay.
Shit, it's gonna be 95 tomorrow here.
I'll be right back then.
Then it drops 20 degrees. Yeah, we're gonna have some severe thunderstorms. Cool.
That's no good.
That's what I get for being out of the beach.
Well, if I lose power, I'll know why.
Okay. It's getting to be about sundown as you enter the next area. You see this area long before you actually approach it, but looming high over the hills, you see what appears to be the graying hulk of a huge old sycamore tree. At least 100 foot tall. You pick it out easily as one of the best landmarks around here. You can see it for miles around. And so that's basically like I'll point it out to you. Hang on, I gotta reveal this Eon Hex.
Bloop.
So, tree's about here.
Hi, tree.
And the tracks appear to be leading in that general direction. And so, but even from here, you can see what appears to be the small black shapes of uh, birds or bats, you don't know what, flitting around the tops of the tree. It's an ominous sight to be sure.
Well, should we find a campsite before we check it out?
I kind of look as like, isn't the tree a good spot?
Okay.
It's up to you, I don't know.
Sure, why not?
So we start cutting down the tree and build a fort there.
Oh, so you're gonna go up to the tree.
Yeah.
Chat room, I'm paying
Tree's gonna be-
attention. Shut up.
Hokey doke.
Yeah.
All right. So it takes you about another hour to get to the tree, and by now the sun has gone completely down. Uh, you can hear, as you start to climb the hill towards the tree, you can hear whatever those bird creatures are that are surrounding the tree, kind of flying around it almost in like a little, almost like a, I don't want to say cloud, but there's a number of them surrounding it. You can hear their wings flapping and them making unfamiliar calls to each other. Okay, by the time you reach the top of the hill and approach the tree, uh,
I think we're about to unleash the birdemic.
Get your coat hangers.
okay, by the time you reach the tree, let me see, just 1 minute.
The birds explode.
You can see that the trunk of the tree itself is very harshly split down the center of it, revealing an opening that descends down into the earth. It's a very large opening. You'd guess at least about 15 feet high. Uh, a foul stench arises from the entrance of this area. It's pitch black inside, and it smells like old dung and you guess almost smoke. It smells
Well,
terrible.
this would be a great place to set camp.
I kind of turn to them and I'm like, oh God, why the hell did I suggest that?
Like everywhere we go, we're just new smells.
I then poke at excuse me, at Magnus. I go, hey, does that look like a kobold camp to you?
It's probably too dark to see.
It's probably, yeah.
It's pretty dark.
I only have low light.
Dark vision here.
I don't have dark vision, so.
Well, I'm sure we have
Well,
some
you can
sort of
see
light.
if you have low light.
Oh, really? Okay. Guess I
I
need to make a perception check.
Yeah.
What is my perception?
can blow up a bomb.
No, we're not.
No,
Not
come on.
yet.
I mean, you just need it'd be a split second to see whatever the hell is around there, but it'd at least be some light.
Why did I put ID 20?
You blew it!
ID 20.
Well,
I suggest we go back on the other side of the hill so we can't be seen, and then
Yeah.
camp there. We'll be out of the smell range.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the grasslands map, and I'm gonna move you a little bit to the left, so it's kind of a different area. I'll just be drawing in a different place.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay, so I'm gonna put a template down of this tree here. Oops. No. And then we're gonna do this. I said I want the eraser. Okay. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
This is more of my wonderful artwork. Be amazed. Pay tribute, Dickman.
Amaze.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
I am highly amazed.
Now move your characters over there,
Alright.
because now things get painful.
I mean,
Nobody
interesting.
coming
I mean,
around the mountain, fluffy come.
We're coming from like this direction.
Yeah, from the south generally. You're coming right up on the entrance.
Alright. And I'm back there.
So is anyone holding up a light source, or do you all have low light?
I have low light.
I have
Actually,
low
don't
light.
you have light? This-
I do have the spell light. If you want me to cast it, I can do that.
I mean, I think actually,
Okay, I'm
I
gonna
think everyone in this
cast
group
light
has.
on a rock.
I think the
Wait,
only
wait.
one who doesn't have low light vision is Stillfire.
Yeah. I then asked Magnus, say, how much would a bet that the kobolds are camping right there?
I honestly don't know.
Well, here's my rationale. That same stench that we're experiencing right now smells a lot like what we did earlier on today. And there's no fire that I can see.
Does it smell the same as earlier?
Mm, um,
Is that going to be another knowledge check or something?
from the camp?
Yeah, that's what I think he's referring to.
No, this one smells a lot more like dead animals.
Mmm, fantastic.
More dead animals. Are there any alive animals around here?
You haven't seen
Nope.
any.
So what are you talking about? This is the stolen lands.
All
I mean,
the animals
alive
are stolen.
animals that don't want to kill us.
So do you want me to put the light spell on a rock and toss it in the entrance of that tree? Yes or no?
That's an interesting tactic.
I then go, okay, hey guys, I got an idea here.
What's your idea?
Let's set up around the entrance. You cast the light into the cave, and if I think the kobolds are in there, if they are, we just ambush them and surprise them.
I have
Nice
a
to get-
bomb.
Well, it is in the pitch black. It would be like a flashbang.
Oh, that's a potential idea there. I just
It'd be
yeah.
nice to
I-
get a jump on something for once instead of getting ambushed all the time.
I'm going to keep an eye out so while they're discussing this, we don't get surrounded and ambushed.
What was that? A perception check?
Yes.
You know, well, the only thing you can hear, it's very distracting actually, is the flapping of whatever birds are around the tree. Like, that kind of
Speaking of
make
that-
little screeching noises.
Speaking of that, what type of birds are those? If there's anything
It's too
of
dark
note.
to see.
Well, no, just by the sound of their.
At a guess, you'd say bats.
Wow.
There's some lad-ass bats.
Yeah.
I think we found oh.
How about
All right.
Oreo? Oreo's here.
Do you want me to throw in the rock, yes or no?
I'd say go for it, but let's get some type of position just in case something does happen.
I think I know what it is, but yes.
What if we were like around like the side of the entrance?
Either around the sides or just where we are, but just either side of the entrance. Either way is fine. Besides, when it comes to throwing in there, I point to Erwin. Erwin should probably throw it.
All right. I cast light on the stone and hand it to Erwin.
What do you want me to do with this?
Okay, as soon as the light erupts from the stone and he's tossed to Erwin, you hear a collective shriek of either agony or outrage from the flapping creatures above.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, Erwin and Tekla look down as the creatures seem to coalesce into a swarm and swoop down upon them. Roll initiative, scumbags!
What have you done?
Why is this always my fault?
What's
To
my
be
initiative
fair,
again?
it's normally Erwin's fault.
That's part of the reason why I wanted
I'm
you to hand it off to
1d20
Erwin.
plus 1. Yeah. Sketch, I'm 1d20 plus 1 for initiative,
score.
correct?
For your
Tekla.
character,
Damn you.
your initiative bonus is -1. 1.
Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure. Sorry. I had a feeling this was going to get interesting.
Well, still, we got the... Just drop the rocket on the ground. I'll act as a light source during the fight.
Set.
Okay. Is everyone
Your
set?
chat room, you're... You're
So
welcome,
I'm
chat
holding
room.
something now, or
Yeah, you're gonna roll your initiative.
You already did.
oh yeah, I did. But I'm just wondering because
Yeah.
Tekla tossed
Say,
something to me.
Yes,
It's
she
just
tossed
a
you a
rock
rock.
that has a light.
Yeah, it
has
has
a light spell.
say your initiative, or Erwin.
It's 13, right?
Yeah,
Right, but
in the initiative window.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, the other one.
Forgot how to do this.
window initiative. Right click on your little picture there. Click
Yeah.
set initiative and set it to
Oh,
13.
right. Okay, there it is. I completely missed that the first time I saw. There we go.
Okay, so everyone's set.
Yep.
Let me sort the initiative. Oh shit, I cleared your... what was your initiative, Garrett?
13.
Sorry, cleared it.
Everyone's got 13.
Except for,
Yay.
except for Magnus, who got 9. And now he needs to be now we need to resort the initiative again because Magnus didn't update in time. Let's see here. So first if he Sturge. So
How do I say? Okay, I'll just keep it that way. Round 1. Fight.
Please tell me you're playing Mortal Kombat music in the chat room right now.
I don't know if that's appropriate for this type of fight.
There's an albino squirrel outside of my room. That's
Should I
weird.
catch it and chuck it somewhere?
It's looking right at me. What do you want, red-eyed demon?
Yeah,
Don't run away.
bats. Or
Okay,
birds.
you see a number of these leathery winged small creatures. They swoop down upon you. So... Okay, so they're gonna make a touch attack. Oh, so they grapple, okay. I see. Okay, so they're gonna make a touch attack on you. So touch attack is... Where is it? Okay, so it's a... I gotta do the combat thing. So to grapple you, it's an opposed check or something? Or it has to hit, you have a defense or something?
Well, I think the attack it would do would just be a basic just it's
CMB roll, right?
yeah. I'm trying to see what its touch attack would be though. It's like
It's not a touch attack, it's a grapple.
yeah, it would be if you were doing want to do grapple, that'd be CMB versus CMD. So
Okay, so this is against your CMD.
yes,
18.
that will hit.
Okay. The creature latches onto you. Its barbed legs sticking into your flesh and anchoring into place.
Yeah, good.
Okay, and that's its turn. So the second one will go to the closest guy. That can only go 30, so it's going to do that again. 4, botch.
Yeah.
Okay. Eee. Can only go 30. Irwin. 11, I'm guessing that misses. And 5 on Magnus. And again on Magnus. 17 for against your CMD.
No, it hit.
CMD.
Your CMD is 13.
Oh no, it's 14, but it still hits.
Yeah. Okay. So one of the creatures likewise attaches to you. You can see this creature's about a foot long. Its skin a dappled dark shade of red. It has leathery wings and uh, a large needle-like beak. Okay, so um, that's all their attacks were going on.
Okay, so it's my turn.
Yeah.
All right. Now, while I'm grappled, if I was trying to do an attack against this creature, well, no, I wouldn't want to do it with the whip. So,
Don't you want to hit the creature that's currently latched onto you right now?
hitting it with, I can't hit it with my whip either way because that would provoke an opportunity attack.
Punch it.
No, that's not an option because that
Okay.
wouldn't because it would be non-lethal. It wouldn't really help. And so,
What if I threw a bomb at it?
here's what I'm going to do. First things first. I need to check one thing because I can. Need to determine what type of magical beast. So these are magical beasts. So I need to do an Arcana check to identify what they are as a free action. That'll take care of it. And then as my regular action, I'm going to hit the naturalist so that allies within 30 feet get that, and then that will be unfortunately my turn because I don't think I can spend my a move action to break the grapple. I believe is that part of the move action?
I'm pretty sure that's a standard to try to break it or escape artisted.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. I kind of want to help Garrett, but I probably can't. Because if I toss a bomb at any of those things, it's probably going to hit you, right?
If you throw a
can
bomb, technically the one that's latched onto me is in my square.
Yeah.
So
it is now.
you're throwing the bomb at me. What you'd want to do is attack one of these other creatures.
Erwin, why don't you throw a bomb right around there?
Yeah, I'm probably going to do that.
Mhm.
What's my range again when I toss a weapon?
It's 20 feet for your bombs.
Okay, so I'm gonna move back a bit, and I'm gonna toss a bomb, like right there.
Okay.
And
Are you throwing it here, or are you throwing it over here where you can hit two creatures?
Yeah, I'm throwing it here so where I can hit two creatures.
So you're just doing a splash attack against the ground. Okay.
All right.
Nice.
So you will hit that spot, and then hit your damage. So they need to do reflex saves, and if they don't do reflex saves, they take 5 damage. Because he's attacking the ground and not a creature directly, so no creature's taking 8 fire damage. I believe, correct? You're attacking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so if they save, they take nothing. Or
They take half. They take half if they save. If they don't, they take 5 fire damage.
Okay, 17 and 15.
They both save, so they take.
Oh, damn it.
What do they take? 3?
I believe it's 2
Okay.
because I believe it rounds down. I forget what the rounds down or up. Okay.
Rounds up.
Okay. If you say so. All right. Next.
Yeah.
Cold guy.
All right.
Spoony, why do I fail?
It doesn't. All right. So far, what are you doing?
Okay. Well, I'm kind of pissed off at this point, being dragged around and only to have these birds lying around. So as a barbarian, I'm going to use rage and go ahead and attack this guy right over there.
Okay.
And I have my great sword. It's 1d20 plus 4, I believe, for the great sword.
Isn't that the
Yeah.
one attached to me?
No, this one
It's
is
the
attached. That one's
second one.
attached.
I believe it's the second one. Yeah, I think it's that one. So you can hit that one.
Your attack is 1d20 plus 5 for the attack roll.
1d20 plus 5. And just to verify, that is currently attached.
Yeah.
But you could attack that
Swing
one.
at it with your great sword.
So help me God if you botch.
Okay,
There will be words.
I'll attack the one not attached, so for Magnus' sake.
Okay.
So 1d20 plus 5 in rage. Does that add anything, Sketch?
Your rate should, yeah.
Rage should. Plus 4 to strength, plus 4 to con. So that means you get plus 2 to the attack, so it's plus 7 to the attack roll.
Excellent. 16.
You hit.
So then your damage for that would be 2d6 plus 8,
Alright.
which means you're guaranteed to kill them.
12.
You slice the creature in twain, and it drops to the ground, flops its wings once, and dies.
Yeah.
Very good. Tekla.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Color Spray with the spray starting from, hold on, pointer. From there, so it'll get these two.
Okay.
So they must do will saves.
Why you gotta pick their bad save?
Strategery.
15.
Oh, shit.
Sweet.
What is
It's
it?
against
What
the
is,
DC 15.
Okay, so one made it, one didn't.
So go ahead and let's roll up the. Let's see. So he failed, and his hit die is what?
One.
Less than 2. 1. Okay. So he is unconscious, blind, and stunned for 6 rounds. And then blinded and stunned for an additional 1 round, and then stunned for an additional 1 round.
So if the one made it, he has no effects, or I thought they still got affected if he saved. What happens if he makes it?
If he makes a save, nothing happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your bit. So the other one drops to the ground, blind, stupid, and
I
unconscious.
also want to move back 5 feet.
Okay. Magnus.
Okie dokie. Well, let's see. Does that thing being attached limit my movement or attack damage or anything? Or
No.
okay. Well, I guess what I could try to do then is move up here for now. It's like a hug.
Alright. And
Move
also
up here.
that creature's on him still.
And I will use... I'll just do a basic attack on creature 1 here.
Okay. Nice.
That'll do it.
You hit it.
2 piercing damage. Woo!
That is enough, however, to send it falling to the ground.
Let's see here.
Step on it.
Use a coat hanger.
Okay. Now that's the end of the round. Anyone who has a Sturge attached to them at the end of the round, it sticks
Guys.
its needly proboscis into you and starts drinking your blood. This inflicts 1 point of Constitution damage.
Lovely.
And that's the round. So I believe that's Magnus and Garrett only. Okay, so Sturgis is...
You're essentially getting humped.
When I said we should go to Sturgis, this is not what I meant.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, so Garrett, make an attack of opportunity on this creature.
This one here. Okay. Well, would I, if I use my whip, would that cause an addition,
No.
reverse? Okay, so no, I don't hit.
Okay, so this one goes after Irwin. Okay, so that one, his turn is accounted for because it's still grappling. Attack on Tekla. 8, probably not. That's against your CMB. Against Irwin, 10.
That. Well, let's see here. I don't think that's gonna happen. No, it won't.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's their attacks. The one on Magnus and Garrett that's their turn, as they're still grappled.
Okay. So I'm going to maintain Archivist and then attempt to escape Artist. So
Okay.
we'll maintain performance and then escape Artist check and or actually a breaking grapple, I guess, is the... Oh, shit, I hate grapple rules. Let's see here.
It just likes you.
Yes. Would this be a combat maneuver or the escape artist check? In this case.
Escape artist is different from a grapple check, so...
Sure. Right. So it'd be probably escape artist in this case.
Yeah.
All right. This is gonna be fun. All right, escape artist. So I don't have that one set up. So that's a -2. Actually, no, it should be -2. What did my armor? Oh, it is because of the armor. Okay. Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
I can't.
-1.
Wow.
It doesn't matter. It's a skill check.
It hugs you harder.
It's a skill check, so logic
Never
doesn't
let
mean
you
anything
go.
on a
Start
skill
banging your head against the tree. That will kill it. Okay. If you want to move, go ahead, but otherwise, that's it.
check. I'm close enough where I'm granting bonuses. I mean, again, it's like combat maneuver is better, but it's not good enough to make a difference, anyways.
I'm gonna move right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna toss another bomb like right here.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's latched on him?
No.
Why is it
Oh.
following?
Sorry, my bad. I thought it was.
They're right there.
My bad.
So I'm gonna hit it right here.
Okay.
Get hits the ground.
Very good. Okay, so I'm
So-
saving again.
Yep. They need to do reflex saves each. Yes.
Oh, for
And-
God's sake.
But they take half of that, so they take 4.
2 damage.
They
They
take
take
2.
2 damage. Right, because they take 2. The splash damage is always minimum damage, and it can be halved by a reflex save.
Okay,
So.
got it.
Damn those reflex saves.
They're fast. These things are.
Yeah.
That's what they do. Thofire. Sorry.
Alright. Let's see. That's currently the only one not grappled, so I'm going to attack it enraged.
Rage!
8.
Sorry, that's a miss.
There's a botch, so.
Oh, it's a botch.
Yeah.
Roll again.
1d20 plus 8. 13.
Ah ha ha! Ah ha ha!
You're not angry enough.
Excellent.
Time for the botch table.
Yes, it is.
As we heard from Spoony's man-dark laugh.
We all got it.
Okay, you swing your axe so hard it gets stuck in the nearby surface, so the ground. You need to make a
Alright.
strength check next turn to free it.
Strength, I believe that's... It's what you get when you forget character sheet. You gotta remember this shit. It's +2 for rage. It's, I want to say 14 or 15 sketch.
Yeah, but I think those have to be next turn when you do this.
Yeah, next turn.
Anyways.
Oh, okay. Remind me then.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to take a 5-foot step to the left.
He
and then
nailed that round, though.
do another color spray right down the pipe here.
Okay.
With the fury of 1,000 suns.
Oh, I have to save. I'm sorry. I kept thinking that.
Yeah.
Shit. I'm sorry. I thought there was a roll. I'm sorry. You were all waiting on me. Okay.
Roll for will.
Fail and...
Fail.
I'm thinking fail. Okay, so they're
Yep.
both out.
So they're out for D4, 2D4. They're each out for 5 rounds completely, and then they're blind and stunned for an additional...
If they're
One
still
round.
alive after 5 rounds, we'll talk about it.
They're both out for 6 rounds, so there they
Yeah,
go.
for 7 because they're still stunned for an additional round after that. It's all fun.
Great. Now I got windows on my screen that won't close. Okay, there they go. Magnus.
Okay. Can I try to? What is it? Escape artist to get this thing off me?
You can either try to grapple it off, or you can try to escape artist it off, or you can try to attack it with a small weapon. You can't hit it with anything bigger than like a sword.
I'll
Basically,
just try to
combat-
escape artist.
Punch it into the ground and make its head explode.
between the two, your escape artist has a better bonus than your
Do a
combat
Yokozuna
maneuver.
splash, Sean. That will kill it.
You have a +1 bonus for you.
It's +2 actually.
+2 bonus? Okay, yeah. Your sheet keeps on telling me they have encumbrance. So
14.
Okay, so what's it trying to? What do you escape artist against?
Uh,
I'm asking.
I think escape artist is versus CMD.
It's CMD. You succeed. You rip the thing away.
and from there, can I attack it still, or was that a
That's
whole
your turn.
action? That's a turn. Okay. Can I still move? Or
Yes.
is that... Okay, I will... Just 5.
Okay.
And I'm good.
Sturge. And it goes to Irwin.
Hello.
Go, bro. You can do it.
Garrett, you lose another concentration point. Okay. You go.
I'm aware of that.
Oh, goody.
The Sturge clamps onto Irwin's back.
Get it off! Get it off! Get it off! Get it off!
Okay. Alright.
Technically, doesn't Irwin have an AC of 16 because of Skitch's song?
It doesn't affect combat maneuver defenses though.
It's in my hair.
Which tends to be lower than ACs anyways. Okay. I'm going to stop my natural song anyways, just because I think we're in decent position for that. I'm
Ah.
my CMB is decent enough where I can at least attempt to try to grapple this thing off. So I'm going to do that. +2, 12.
That doesn't do it.
It doesn't do it?
No.
Do you want me to color spray you?
That would actually work.
Yes, it would.
Garrett, shield your eyes!
Erwin,
Okay, so now I got this thing on me.
drop a bomb down your pants.
No. I got another idea. Stab it with your knife.
So what do we do to try to get this thing off
Okay,
me?
you can either try to grapple it off, you can either try an escape artist check if you think that's higher, or you can try to attack it with a small weapon to kills it.
I don't
Fine.
have an escape artist.
Well, that's because it's not a skill you had to focus in. Your escape artist bonus is +2, which is higher than your CMB. So D20 +2 would be your escape artist check.
D20 +2. Okay.
Mhm.
I will try to escape artist it. So I do it in brackets, right?
Yep.
All right.
No!
that is brilliant.
Full fire. Roll to get
You
your
make
axe out of the
small
ground.
talk with it.
So any chance you could fly
Hold
away?
very still, Erwin. Very still.
Alright.
Well,
So,
its AC is lower while it's attached to someone.
alright, so my strength is 1d20 plus
4, I'm thinking.
It's 1d20 +6 for your
6.
strength
Okay,
check
okay.
because you're
Yeah,
still in your
that's-
range.
26.
Oh, you ripped that shit out. But here's where I have to overrule you, unfortunately. Since you're in a rage, I'm not going to let you discriminate on how you're going to take your next shot. So
fair.
you see the next creature and you attack it. So you're going to attack the closest one.
Fair enough.
Goodbye,
Just
Jim.
be the fuck off. It's only fair. So
Not that bad.
this was color sprayed second, so I'm gonna attack that guy.
Oh, very
That's-
good. I like that. Okay. No, he
color
sees
sprayed
an
first.
unconscious one and he attacks. So that's fair. That's fair.
Well,
But it-
you said closest one.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
that. I did say that. Yes.
Yes, so I'm only playing by the rules.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, wise, great, masterful DM that you are. So that is 1d20 plus 6.
I'm thinking
No.
you'll hit, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. So it's 2d6 plus 4.
Your minimum damage will kill it. But roll if it
Okay.
makes you feel better.
Your minimum would have killed it before you
we'll
went to
just
rage.
assume that it's dead at this point.
Okay.
Yeah. I got pissed off and it smashes it.
You're,
Rip that shit out.
I was gonna say,
Erwin, you are the luckiest motherfucker alive today. Because otherwise I was going to have Conan here just come charging up the hill at you. Ah!
Wait! Let's discuss this.
It's not like that's what I wanted to do, but no, I have to attack the closest one.
There's something in your hair.
All right. Do you want me to try to spray you
No.
both down?
Don't
No.
spray me.
All right.
would
Then I'll
say-
take a 5-foot step and try to cut it with my knife.
Okay.
That would be fine. Its AC is 12. Or roughly in that area, I think. Its AC is lower because it's attached.
No. This is not my strong suit.
By mistake, you stabbed Garrett.
Mm,
It's
I
not a
should.
botch.
I should. But no. She missed so badly I wouldn't even say she hit him. Seriously, she couldn't. No, I like a 2 that wouldn't even hit Garrett. So like, if it was a botch, then I'd be fun with it. Magnus.
All right.
Erwin, be very still. Okay?
I don't like that look in your eye.
He's got his rapier out. He's got...
True strike.
Aha!
It's
Well done.
So, I forgot, what is it? It's going to be like a D20 plus
18.
18.
Unless you roll 1, you will guarantee hit it.
3.
I'm holding still. It's still there, isn't
I
it?
think I hit it.
You hit it.
Its AC is 12 right now. That's
I'll watch you roll a 1 for damage.
5.
It is slain.
There we go.
You spear it right through the head, and it drops to the earth.
And you split my hair in half in the process.
With surgical precision.
Yeah, not a scratch on Erwin. Very good.
I'm just patting myself down. It's like, I'm still here.
I'm sorry, Garrett. You are not feeling well right now.
I know.
I'm coming for you, buddy.
Okay, I'm marking my my condition anyways. So, all right.
Just get a little woozy over here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to. Okay. What I'm going to do is, I guess at this point, is drop. Is
Would it, we're,
almost,
since we're all bunched at 13, would it be better if somebody else goes first ahead of you?
someone else can go ahead of me. That's fine. But either Tekla or Thofire. I mean, Tekla, you can just try stabbing at it again, just real quick to see if it'll happen.
Should I try stabbing at it?
Don't you get a +1 for the song, or no?
He just wants to see it
I'm not
bleed.
running the song anymore because
Oh, no good. Okay.
So
Okay, next.
Thofire, that'd be your
Oh,
turn.
Thofire.
Erwin, yeah, do you want to stab at it, Erwin, or do you want me to come over with a giant sword?
Actually, you're still raging, so you attack this one on the ground.
All right, Erwin.
Oh, is
Step
it
in
my...
closer and stab at it with your dagger if you want.
All right. Just hold still.
Come on.
You got it.
Got it.
All right, roll your damage. That's 2 damage, so it hurts. It's hurting, but
Does it knock it loose at all if you hit it, or is it stay?
I don't think so. I don't think the rules.
No, it
fit
doesn't knock it
like that.
loose.
It's still there.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
So
And
I'll
next is Garrett.
attack.
Don't you have a knife, Garrett? Come on.
No, I don't, that's the one. That's the one weapon I don't have. I have, longsword, morning star, whips, no daggers on hand. At least not in my sheath.
Okay,
I'm
might,
not
as,
kidding.
Whips.
might as well try your escape artist then.
Yeah, I'll see him be it. Let's see here. Nope.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Tekla. No, Tekla's gone. Magnus.
No, I'm up.
Okay, yeah, Thofire. You have to attack the one in front of you, though.
Yeah, I know. 20 plus 8. I think I got it.
It's on the ground unconscious, so yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Okay. 2d6.
Why does this menu not close? Bastard. Okay, now it's Magnus.
Alright.
Oh, it's dead.
Okay.
Everyone stab at Garrett.
Should I try a bomb?
No,
No.
it's not necessary, and it's overkill.
13.
You got it.
Yes.
2.
It is dead.
Yay!
Garrett looks pale.
Garrett, buddy, hello.
Never send an arsonist to do a Magus's job.
Hey, I cut it a little.
We
Did
just wanted to see it bleed.
If it bleeds, kill it.
You wanted to destroy something beautiful. Well, actually, it probably wasn't beautiful.
Now, how does one regain the type of damage that Skitch took?
That's Constitution. That's ability score damage that needs spells of restoration.
Well, you
Or
can
rest.
you rest, yeah.
And resting will help recover it as well. So.
Alright.
Ah, shit, map tool's acting up on me. Okay.
I
Let's
have
get away from
blood.
Let's get away from the trees so the stink doesn't get to you, and then we'll make camp.
Yes. Sorry, buttered myself a little bit.
Your suggestion of getting away to camp is cut short when you hear a loud, angry roar come from the tree.
Oh, jeez.
How'd I know that was coming?
I believe we all knew it was coming.
It's
can
coming!
It's a headless. Wait for me, I'm coming!
It's like I'd use Cure Light Wounds myself, but there's absolutely no reason for that because, oh wait, I'm not not in a position where I
Oreo
have.
comes out of the tree.
There's an Oreo. It's angry.
We can only quench his thirst with bacon and peanut butter.
Anyways,
Hang on, I'm putting it on the map here in a second.
all right.
Alrighty.
If I can find a good mini for it.
I got a decent rank. I wish I could use performance combat rules against that. That would have been fun, but we're not in an arena, so that wouldn't work.
Where can I find a good mini for it? It's got to be something good here. They're just so disorganized, you know? Too many arms. That's not good.
Not enough minerals.
I take out a jar of blood. I go to Garrett. Garrett, quick, drink this!
Stab that bug on the ground while it's still unconscious. What's the one that's not killed, but coup de grace?
Yeah.
Is it?
It's
Yeah.
not.
Can anyone
Okay.
go there, or does it need initiative?
No, its initiative is I'm still passed out.
This is such an oddly specific monster. That's what kills me.
Well, no, I mean
Otherwise, well-
us. So
Yeah, I'm saying that one of us should kill it while it's still on the ground and unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody.
all right, I'll stab it.
It dead. Yep, it's still dead.
Sorry, I'm still looking here.
It's cool.
Sink my dagger into it. Wow.
Erwin,
Did you botch?
You botched on stabbing an unconscious creature. That's amazing. You gave yourself a paper cut along your hand. Ouch!
You're something special, you know that?
I can cut
You're
me?
Is Erwin that guy in school that no one would let have a pair of scissors?
You had to use those Crayola scissors.
I use plastic ones. Hello, Super Nintendo Chalmers.
Super Nintendo.
Okay, I'm just gonna pick something here. It's not gonna be great.
You stapled yourself in grade school, didn't you?
It's not a great fit, but it's all I got.
Is that about how big it is?
Yeah, it's a large creature.
Ooh.
Okay. Out from the darkness, you see this huge black furry shape come rumbling out with maddened red and yellow eyes. It's got these massive claws coming from the end of its hands, and you can see around its neck is this really heavy chain. You can also tell that this creature, you can tell it's an owlbear because of of its face.
Let's try
You,
flattering it.
you can tell this owlbear has been heavily beaten and mistreated because of all the what look like burns and scars that crisscross its body. You can tell it's also basically crazed from anger and mistreatment and imprisonment. So there's almost you guess no reasoning with it as it just charges out of the darkness and attacks.
You said it had a chain on it. How far is that chain going?
The chain goes about 20 feet back into the darkness, but you can't see the end of it.
Fair enough.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Are you doing new initiative or just?
This would be a new initiative, yeah.
Okay. Wow, that was a fun little batch there. Rolled initiative twice, Magnus.
Yeah, because I'm an idiot.
Minimum.
4! I got a 23.
I'm glad I'm not in front.
Fuck.
I'm so gonna hate this first move, aren't I?
Well, it does make sense. I
Actually, it depends. Are you still in
am
a rage?
finishing off the thing.
Yes, technically I am.
May not hurt too bad.
Well, your AC is -2 while you're in a rage, remember. How many rounds can you maintain that rage for, by the way? Do 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 do.
7 rounds, I believe.
Let's see here. You can maintain it 6 rounds per day.
Yep.
Okay, everyone added? Why
Yep.
is my owlbear not
Yep.
given initiative?
Yep.
Set initiative, 23.
Should be.
Yep, I see the owlbear initiative. All right.
Okay. Okay, it charges forward at the nearest creature it can find. I'm going to delete these guys.
You might want to drink that mutagen this time, Erwin.
Arg. And attacks Thowfire with a bite. 20 plus 6. Yep.
Just barely.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch!
Okay. And it does 1d6 plus 4 damage.
Who's it hitting?
Actually, it does 1d6 plus 2 damage, but yeah. It does 5 on Thowfire.
God damn.